YouTube Niner Empire, what is going down? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, Richard Sherman out of nowhere has been placed on injured reserve and will at least be out for the next 3 games. Due to obviously the new injured reserve rule, where if a player goes on injured reserve, he has to stay out for at least 3 weeks, and then he can come back anytime after that. So that rule just got enforced this season, and we've seen it with a lot of players. Deebo Samuel was already placed on IR, and now Richard Sherman. So my understanding from the Richard Sherman injury is Richard Sherman went out of the game close to the end of the fourth quarter, and supposedly he has a leg injury. He ended up getting hurt, obviously, went out of the game and did not return. And now Tom Pelissero and a bunch of other reporters are tweeting that Richard Sherman is out for at least 3 weeks and has been placed on injured reserve with a leg injury. So there's been a lot of injuries, not with just the 49ers, but injuries in general. And it could just be because, nobody was able to, play in the preseason. Nobody was able to kind of get their body right, to get their kind of body used to, playing football again. And obviously, preseason's 4 weeks. That's 4 games total. That's a month before the season. And that time is strictly for just players getting, back into, the game kind of routine, things like that. And obviously, Von Miller has been hurt. Deebo Samuel's got hurt. There's been multiple NFL players out there getting hurt. So at the end of the day, obviously it's just a leg injury, and obviously he's probably going to be back after, those 3 weeks. But that's definitely a blow. Obviously we're probably going to have to roll with Emmanuel Mosley. Obviously, I think he was already kind of starting as the corner, which I would personally like better than anybody else in the roster, starting at the right corner position aside from Sherman. I like Emmanuel Mosley. He's a physical guy, and he's better than Ahkello Witherspoon. That's a fact. He plays better. He tackles. Emmanuel Mosley is a really great corner. I like him. But Richard Sherman's going to be out now, so I'm curious to see who's going to be taking his spot. Now, obviously, we have Jason Verrett. We have Ahkello Witherspoon. Maybe Emmanuel Mosley moves to Sherman's side, and Ahkello Witherspoon fills in for, the right corner position. I don't know how that's going to work, but at the end of the day, it's going to hurt us in a way. But the good news is our next 3 games are the Jets this upcoming Sunday. It's a 1 p.m. game. We have the Giants the next Sunday. And then we have the Eagles week 4 on Sunday Night Football. So for the next 3 games, we should win without Richard Sherman. I don't think that should be a determining factor if we win or not. Yes, Richard Sherman's a great defender, arguably one of the best corners in the game. But we are playing a poor Jets team. We are playing a poor Giants team, and we're going to be playing a poor Eagles team. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no excuses for us not being able to win these next 3 weeks. Even though I believe they're on the road. We're on the road against the 2 New York teams, so back-to-back games in MetLife Stadium. And then I'm pretty sure that Eagles game, week 4, Sunday Night Football, is in Philadelphia. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know we play the Eagles week 4. I just don't know if that's in Santa Clara or if that's, in Philadelphia. But either way, it's going to definitely hurt that Richard Sherman's going to be out. But at the end of the day, the next 3 games we have are not top-tier teams, and we need to win. There's no excuses for these next 3 weeks. We should win every single week until week 5. And I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to say the Niners are the best team in the NFL, this and that. But with the talent we have on our team compared to the talent we have over the next 3 opponents, we should win the football games. Obviously, George Kittle also got hurt, so that doesn't help either. we have a lot of injuries. I don't think Debo Samuel's not going to be able to come back until week 4. There's a lot. We are banged up. Obviously, though, with signing Mohamed Sanu, that's going to help out. But I think George Kittle right now is still questionable. If I had to guess, he's probably going to be out for next week's game just because he's such a pivotal part of our offense. And I'm sure they probably want to make sure that he doesn't re-injure that knee and, that he's fully ready to go and healthy by when he can come back. So I could also see the 49ers placing Kittle on IR and just miss the next 3 games just to get him healthy. I don't think George Kittle would want that. I think he would at least want to be out 1 game. I don't think George Kittle wants to wants to be out any games. But due to how big of a part he is on our offensive side, it's almost like, I know you don't want to play, or I know you don't want to go out there and re-injure that knee, but at the end, I don't know. Maybe George Kittle would want to play. Maybe he'll play through the injury. But I would say it's probably unlikely George Kittle plays at least this week, because I don't think George Kittle is going to be a necessity for us to beat the Jets. But either way, it's something to keep an eye out on, especially with Debo Samuel, especially with Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk should be able to play this weekend. Kyle Shanahan said he'd be surprised if Brandon Ayuk did not play this Sunday versus the Jets. That's what it was. That's what I was trying to figure out what I was forgetting. But yeah, either way, Richard Sherman's going to be out the next 3 weeks with a leg injury. I don't necessarily know exactly what it is, but he's put on IR and he's going to be out. So it's always the next man up for the 49ers, and obviously with the Jets this upcoming week, there should be no excuse as to why we do not win this game. They have a poor head coach, they have a poor quarterback, and we should win. Fair and square, we should win the football game. But either way, just want to come on here and kind of update you guys on that. It kind of came out of the blue because I had no idea Richard Sherman got hurt Sunday. Had no idea. That was the first tweet I seen about Richard Sherman being hurt. He must have tweaked something towards the end of the game. I don't really know, but he's going to be put on injury reserve. And obviously with the new rule, like I said at the beginning of this video, the new IR rule is that when you get placed on injured reserve, you were at least out for 3 weeks. At least 3 weeks, and then you can come back anytime after. So let me know what you guys think of Richard Sherman being placed on IR. Let me know if you guys think Kittle's going to play this Sunday. I think it's probably a 40 to 60% chance he plays. I probably would keep him out, but that's just me. So yeah, Brandon Ayuk will be back. Obviously, we just signed Mohamed Sanu yesterday, so that's going to be big for the offense. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below of Richard Sherman being placed on IR, and I'll see you guys in the next one.